Um, this is the me quilt.
Right.
Me quilts are quilts that are, here, hold it up, Michelle. They're quilts that are to reflect you in your life. This is also a sampler quilt because there's different kinds of traditional squares and untraditional squares in this quilt. Okay, let me show you a little bit closer. I don't know whether you noticed, but those two are Sunbonnet Sue and Farmer Phil. These are traditional. These are traditional appliques. The song back is called Circle Game. I love children, and it's my reflection on childhood. The reason why I made this so colorful, because usually Sunbonnet Sue, only the bonnets are, you know, colorful and everything. But in African tradition, we believe in blending fabrics. And I loved all these fabrics, so I wanted to put them all in.
It's interesting. It looks like a harvest. Well, there's food in here.
Oh, he's a farmer.
And there's a pattern. That's nice.
Yeah, he's a farmer. I love it. And also, I love fresh vegetables.
She is
Sunbonnet Sue. I love her. I love her.
I like the color contrast.
This is my philosophy square. Philosophy squares is for my students. I always had them talk about what their life philosophy was. And again, mine is that I'd rather live a quilted life than a puzzle piece life. Because a quilted life, if something's not right in a quilt, you cut that part out, you put something new in it, you throw that out. But in a puzzle piece, everything has to be fit together or the whole thing is messed up. I don't believe that.
Perfectionism.
Yeah, exactly.
And recovery.
This is also another traditional kind of 4 square. This is part of some stories that I had written, and one is called My Testimony. This is my testimony, don't mean to be fake or phony. This is my attitude, my time to tell you, boo. You know, it's from one of my storytelling. Also in here, I put Little Black Boy from Billy Preston. Have you ever heard that song? Little black boy staring out the window pane at the city streets still wet with rain. The world don't hate you, they just don't understand. It takes a whole lot of courage for you to be a man. Love that song. And again, it reflects how I feel about children. Down here, this was me using a technique of soaking fabric into, okay, it's an herb that you soak fabric in. You let it dry, you iron it on, and then you run it through the printer. And as you can see, it lasted a very long time. That's when I first started my locks too. And this is called crazy quilting. It lets you show off all your stitching techniques.
Nice.
Crazy quilting was really important for women because it was how women used to get men, actually, during the 1700s. Young women would sit and they would show off all their embroidery stitches with scraps of fabric because you know you couldn't waste anything. But a lot of times what would happen, especially in colonial times when they had slavery, is it was their seamstresses that used to do all the stitches. But it would help those young girls catch a man. I used some of my favorite quotes from songs on here. Love Is by Vanessa Williams. I like that. Also from Jimmy Cliff. No matter where we are born, we are human beings with the same chemistry, with emotions and feelings, all corresponding in love, compatible. I love that. These are also like strip quilts. This is the star. Stars were always important in any tradition, but stars in the African American tradition were extremely important because they were our guidance. Stars talked about guidance.